Hi, guys, and welcome back to Live and Learn with Livy. Clearly, I am fucking Livy. How are we all doing today? I'm doing good. Was I crying like 20 minutes ago? Yes, absolutely. And the thing is, though, I don't know why. I just think I was like extra emotional, and I was like, you know what? I'm feeling like a tear run down my face right now. And that was just that. Okay. So I was like a little bit emotional, but I'm like, whatever, we'll get into it. And let's get into what my fucking week has looked like right now, you guys. I talked about it last week. Bidding wars for New York City apartments. So fucking dumb. Am I doing it? Absolutely. I'm in the midst of a bidding war right now. So, like, all day, all I've been able to think about is like this apartment. Because the landlord called me this morning and we were just like talking things over. And they were like, the highest bid is this amount. I said, perfect. Let's put it in a little notch higher. And they were like ready to sign this other person, I guess. And I said, no, put me in. So I outbid them. And then I was like, what the fuck am I doing? And I don't know, you guys. I really don't. I'm just like, if it's meant to be, it'll be. And I'm just trying to be positive, and I'm just trying to like give it to the universe, bitch. Give it to God. Give it to whoever the fuck, because moving is like such a bitch. Like, I like literally sat in bed last night and I was like, I cannot believe I'm moving again. If you guys haven't been here a while, I have moved so many times within the past 3 years. It's actually not even funny. Well, the cross country moves we did: New York to LA, LA back to New York. I did do that. And now again, we are doing New York in New York. I do want to die. Absolutely. I think anybody in this situation would want to die. And this was all within 2 years of each other. 3 moves in 2 years, absolutely fucking diabolical on my end. So that's just that. Whatever, you guys. It's gonna be an amazing time, and I'm gonna be positive. You're gonna see me smile with my roadway movers, and I'm gonna pose for that fucking brand deal, because God bless Road. I actually really do love Roadway. We'll get into that. We won't get into that. I don't know why I keep saying we'll get into that. I'm not gonna sit here and get into Roadway fucking movers. I'm literally not gonna do that. So I need to stop being like, we'll get into that. I'm not getting into it. Okay. Sorry. I'm not really sure what the energy I'm bringing to the podcast is today, but I'm guessing it's like a little bit chaotic. I've been in my phase of like pissing men off. I just like don't give a fuck. And that's very much showing in the way I've been communicating with men recently. Like, I am diabolical on Hinge. Like, the way that I'm saying these things to these men on Hinge, like the other day, I almost sent it to this man, but he was very ugly. If he wasn't very ugly, I definitely 1,000% would have sent this. But I was like, Hinge says we're the most compatible, but like, you look like you kill people. And then I was like, but like, I could be into that. Like, I could be, because he did look like he killed people. He looks like he fucking murdered people for a living. And I was like, no, but like, I could be into that. Like, that could be something that I'll sign myself up for. And the thing is, you're like, what? I'm like, okay, if you haven't seen Scandal, mind your business, because Jake Ballard is out here killing everybody, and I'm like, you're the sexiest bitch alive, like, come into my bed. Like, I'd be like, absolutely, you're my husband. Okay. Another thing I said to a man, I posted this on my Instagram story, I was like, you look like you would piss me off. That man has continued to piss me off since we've chatted. Like, he has continued to piss me off. Actually, I was having a conversation with him, and we were talking about somebody, like some famous person or whatever, and he was like, yeah, that guy's like 6'5", like he should play in the NBA instead of doing whatever the fuck he's doing. I sent back, I said, wait, 6'5", and I sent like a little emoji, like a picture of an emoji, and the girl's like this in it, and like, ugh. And he was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And I was like, oh, nobody said he was 6'5". I'm starting to like the guy. Like, he's 6'5". Okay. God damn. You know what? It just made me think of my ex-boyfriend who was 6'4". I think the only reason I dated that bitch was because he was 6'4". And like, I miss him. I haven't had a 6'4" motherfucker in my life in a while. They're all like 6'2", but I look at them and I'm like, babes, you're giving 5'11". And I'm not sure. I am not a stranger to like a short king. Like, if you have a good personality, I'm here for it. But I remember this one guy, and like, I just remember him being so fucking short, like to the point where I was like, babe, I think we're like the same height. Like, you and I think we're the same height. And honestly, if they have a lethal face card, it like doesn't matter. But like, he definitely did not. And I just remember like walking with him, and I was like, anyone who like knows me and is seeing me with him right now, they're gonna be like, oh, I didn't know Livy was into fucking like short people. I didn't know she was doing a Make-A-Wish over here for the short community. I was. I was, and I do have a theory that like short men are like super fucking sassy. I don't know. I think they've just been like very like defensive their entire lives because they're short. I just think they're super fucking sassy. I like stand by that. It's like, oh my God, like calm down. Like no one's here to hurt you. No, yeah, I've just been on my like grind of like I fucking like not like I fucking hate men. I do. Just more of like I don't give a fuck. Like if that offends you, I don't give a fuck. Like I just want to say what I want to do. I want to do what I want to do. I'm just in one of those moods. And like honestly, my future husband will understand that. He'll be like, "Oh, she's just like in one of her moods. Like don't even like talk to her. Like actually like fucking block her. Like she's crazy." But that's just like how I'm feeling. Also, my mother keeps doing this thing, and I'm about to block her as well because she keeps calling me and being like, "Okay, like I'm taking your oldest sister to Japan for her 30th birthday." First of all, I didn't know the bitch had Japan funds. Like I didn't know the woman. Last time I checked, like she's asking me to like pay her bills, not like actually, but she's like, "I can't wait till you buy me a house and all these things." I didn't know you had Japan funds. I didn't know we were out here with Japan funds. Like, okay, so if you have Japan funds, the fuck am I like? What are you asking me for? Like buying you a house for and stuff like that, whatever. And she takes advantage of me because I do well, and like I guess that's her right as my mother. I don't fucking know. I don't really care, but she keeps calling me and being like, mind you, my sister's birthday is in February. One of my biggest pet peeves is somebody calling me and making plans that are like months out. Like my schedule changes quickly. Like don't do, and I've told her this a million times. Like, hey bitch, like don't call me and make plans with me like 4 months out because like I'm genuinely just like not gonna like you. And she'll call me. She'll be like, yeah, like I'm planning on taking your sister to Japan. Like you're not invited, but you can come if you want to pay for yourself. I'm like, okay. I was like, I didn't expect you to sit there and pay my fucking bills. When's the last time you've ever done that, bitch? And she was like, I'm just saying, like, I'm not covering anything besides like her portion of the trip because she's turning 30. And my mom does this all the time where she's like, I'm taking you girls on like an elaborate vacation. Like Kaylee, my older sister, who's turning 30. And like she did this with us in Miami. And she was like, it's her birthday. Like, let's go on this elaborate trip. I want to do like birthday trips for you guys, like moving forward. And Kaylee's the only one who gets a birthday trip because after the birthday trip, we all actually want to kill each other. I think, gentle Tiny. I think the last birthday trip was Miami. And if you remember Miami story time, like me and my mom didn't talk for a month after Miami. Like me, Sissy, and my mother did not talk for a month. She's just like so batshit insane. It's not even funny. Like the woman is like clinically insane. And I'm like, okay, girl, like do your damn thing. I'm like so happy I'm marrying her off. And like her fiance just has to deal with that because like he really puts up with it well. Honestly gives me hope. Like gives me hope in the world that like I will too find a man that like puts up with my absolute batshit self. Because like if my mother, honestly, my mom was like, this is like her third man. I'm like, if she can find several men, I'm good to go because the bitch is crazier than me. So whatever. Keeps calling me, you're not invited to Japan, but if you want to pay for yourself, you can pay for yourself. Okay, first of all, I don't know if I want to go to Japan with you. The thought of like being in a plane that long with my mother, like, no, like it honestly is not enticing. It's not that fun. It would be more fun if I was just like, you know what? I'm going to go to Japan with some friends of mine. That is like a vibe to me instead of like work traveling for her birthday. And then my mom always like throws a fucking fit for some way, some sort of thing. And it's just so big on the like, well, I'm not paying for anybody. But then we'll be like, I'm paying for all of you and you're all going to do what I say. I'm like, oh my God, she took a page out of my father's book. Like, absolutely not. So that's just like a little, oh my God, is something burning? Guys, my biggest fear is fire. Like just a fire erupting. Well, like low-key, it would get me out of this lease, so I'd be like fine with it. But not actually. But like I don't know why fire just like terrifies me. It's one of those things where I'm just like, oh, this is like absolutely fucking terrifying. And so if I smell like a hint of smoke, I'm grabbing the passport and I'm grabbing the dog and we're out of there. Okay, like absolutely not. Okay, so let's talk about me. I am in a very interesting season of life and it's low-key pissing me off, but I think it's happening for a reason. And I was like, let me just share it with you guys because maybe, I don't know, maybe someone else is like dealing with these things. I feel like I'm being forced to slow down and like relax a little. I do feel it's very much the energy of like the calm before the storm. One thing about me though, I'm not good at relaxing. I cannot relax. And like, I don't know. I just think things keep happening. So it was like my ankle and then I had like a little bit of a stomach flu. And then like literally the past 2 days I've woke up like not feeling that well. Like everyone around me is sick. So I'm like, okay, maybe I'm just sick. And I do keep feeling like it's like just like rest, Livy, like rest. You guys, I can't fucking rest. I was like, never, I can and I can't. Like, I feel insanely guilty if I rest during the work week, which is very weird to say because I create my own schedule. Like, I am my own boss. No, but I am my own boss. So it's like, wait, why am I like freaking out if I'm resting on a Tuesday? Like, you don't need to like freak out, and you don't need to like wait until Sunday to rest specifically. But like, I can't understand that in my thick fucking skull. And like, the working out thing too, where it's like that was like my everyday routine for 10 years. And now that I'm not doing that, it's honestly a little bit nice. Like, it's kind of, the break is like nice. Like, I don't really think I miss it as much as I thought I would. I used to think like, okay, it's my medicine. Like, I have to do it every single day. And I do love it. But it is nice to like take this break. I haven't worked out in a month. Well, okay, I've been working out, just not like consistently. Like, I used to be in the gym 6 days a week. Like, I'm in the gym like 1 day a week now, and that's simply just because my ankle is like super fucked. Like, just not good. So I do feel like I'm being like forced to slow down, and I'm refusing it. I'm absolutely refusing a slowdown. I'm like, I'm not gonna do that. But I'm trying to be more gentle with myself, and I'm trying to be better with myself in that sense, because I'm also the type of person who my to-do list is like everything to me. And if I don't check every single thing off that to-do list, I get a little neurotic. And like, my days are revolved around my to-do list. Like, it really is, really is. Like, my to-do list is like the most important thing to me, which is like crazy. And just like checking it off is just like so fucking satisfying to me, but to a point where it's like, okay, you can relax, like you can rest. I normally am up around like, I'm usually working by at least like 8:39. Like, I'm always like working or something, and I'll get done around like 3-4 p.m. It genuinely, and it, like, it could be some days if I don't have events and stuff, 3-4 p.m. Some days it's like 1 p.m. Sometimes it's like 6 p.m. You never know. And I am like, oh my God, if I like stop working earlier than like 5 p.m., which I've never had a 9 to 5, so I don't know why this is in my head. But I'm like, if I like stop working earlier than that, like, I kind of lose my fucking mind. Because one thing about my job is like, it is a never ending to-do list. Like, there's a million things I could be doing at all times. But like, I have the things that I have to be doing weekly, and like getting all those things done. Like, my Mondays and my Tuesdays are a lot lighter than my Wednesdays through Fridays, but they're still kind of heavy. But like, I thrive when my week is like super fucking busy and like super chaotic. And I'm trying not to subscribe to the hustle culture anymore. Like, I feel like I did a good job of like getting out of the hustle culture and things like that. But then I'm like over here, like literally fiending to my to-do list. I'm like, oh my God, I need to like get all these things done. I need to do all these. And guess what, bitch? Every single time I get it done, I almost just feel like I'm rushing through life. And I don't like that feeling. And it makes me like really annoyed. So I'm trying to figure out how to balance more and how to be okay with rest, like, and how to be welcoming of it into my life, because I think I always just wait to Sunday to rest. And I'm like, no, I could be doing more. Like, if it's not work stuff, then it's like, oh, I could be in like a pottery class, or I could be like in an acting class. I could be doing something. Like, there's always something for me to do. And it's like, okay, yeah, but you also could just like have nights where you don't have to do anything. And I do have a lot of those nights where I'm like, okay, we're just like relaxing, watching Scandal, like cooked dinner, and like that's that. And those are like my favorite nights. So I don't know why I feel such an immense amount of guilt around like not working 24/7. And maybe it's because I've been in survival mode my entire life that I'm just like so fucking used to always being in survival mode and like working and hustling and doing all these things. And it's like, oh wait, that's like not my reality anymore. Like, I don't have to do that. Like, I can relax. I have time to do other things that aren't just like work related things. And that's like a very fat fucking pill for me to swallow. So that's something I'm trying to get better on, is like resting. And like, I saw this girl's TikTok, and she was saying, she was like, we don't like prioritize rest as a society. Like, we don't whatsoever. She's like, if you've done like 5 things that day, like give yourself a break, rest, like watch your favorite show, like do what you want to do. Like, you don't need to be doing a million things all day, every day. And I often ask ChatGPT, I'm like, did I do enough today? Like, why am I like that? That's like so fucking weird. Anyways, next thing I wanted to talk about my health. So I've been talking about a while, specifically on the podcast, about like going to get my hormones tested. And I was like a little bitch about it and like never went and got them tested. And then I did recently go and get them tested. That bitch called me and was like, yeah, girl, you got to go see a specialist because my hormones are off. Specifically, my thyroid is off. I know nothing about thyroid medication. I know nothing about anything to do with the fucking thyroid. But basically, my symptoms are just like bloating, fatigue, brain fog, weight gain, acne, just like stuff like that. Like, I don't know. I just feel like my gut needs to be like cleansed out almost, like something along those lines, because I'm just like, yeah, like not feeling like my greatest. I'm just like, and I felt like that for like a while. And I just always was like, no, like push through it, bitch. Like you got to push through it. And I'm like, the fuck? So getting my hormones tested. And now I'm going to go into like a deeper panel and get my hormones tested even more by an endocrinologist. I don't know. I have to go to like some sort of specialist, but like I have to wait till November 4th to do that. Like that is a long time away. And I have to wait till November 4th because that's the first time that motherfucker could get me in. But I just am like, wait, there could have been a problem this entire time and I've just dismissed it because I'm like, no, you can like do better. You're good. You're fine. You don't need to do that. Like keep going. And it's like, what the fuck? Like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I waited so long to get my hormones tested, maybe out of fear. I think I always knew subconsciously like something was like low key wrong with me. I'm like, I don't think you're meant to be as tired as you are at all times. And it took my friend being like, girl, like you should probably go get those hormones tested because like, I don't know, something is just genuinely off with you. She didn't say it like that. I seriously would punch her in the head. But yeah, that's just like where I'm at. And also I was like kind of deep diving onto which I probably shouldn't do. I was like deep diving on the whole thing of like, what it means like with your thyroid and stuff like that. And one of the things is like, you might not be able to have children. And I have talked about this a lot, but like, I'm not really like dead set on having children. Like it's never been my dream to be a mom. It's never been like, I've really never thought about the children. Like I don't really care. Like, but then at the same time, it's like, oh wait, but I have baby names picked out just in case I want to have children. But then hearing the news that like, if this thyroid thing is as bad as I like am mentally making it in my brain, like there's a possibility I don't have children. I don't know. It didn't upset me, but it was kind of like, oh wait, I don't know. I always talk about my future children, so like maybe I want them, but like I'm not really 1,000% sure as to what I want children wise, but like I just want to figure out something with my health first. But it was like a little bit more of an eye-opening experience where it's like, oh wait, this could affect like me having babies in the future. And like, I mean, I feel like I would do the world a disservice if I didn't have like a little Livi running around. Could you imagine? Like just like me and my little daughter just running around. And if I had his son, he would be gay. And like us just running around the world. Like I feel like I would be doing everybody a disservice by not having some babies and like some gorgeous little children. But I don't know. That's still very up in the air to me. I just feel like I'm not always doing enough. Like I always feel like I could be doing more. Sorry, that's so random. But that's just like what I'm trying to get at with like the season of my life of like feeling like I'm doing enough and I'm like okay and everything's okay. Anyways, now we're talking about my health. But then dating, you guys. How do I even say this without being like breaking a dead horse or what, beating a dead horse? Oh, I hate that saying. I think that's a horrific saying. But like I'm always over dating. So like this is where my brain goes in between where I'm like, oh, I'm over dating. Like I'm tired of these fucking losers communicating with me. But then I'm also like, oh wait, but Livy, like you do want a relationship. You do want these things to like talk to these men. Like be on the dating apps, be out there, put yourself out there and all those things. But at the same time, it's like, ugh, like I fucking hate these idiots. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I always struggle with it between like being positive and being like, guys, I just had an allergy attack and you're lucky I cut that out because I was yelling at myself during it. Anyways, like I'm just like back and forth of like, fuck these losers. I hate these men, whatever. And then being like, no, like, come on, date and like put yourself out there and like be out there and like fuck around and find out. Okay, fuck. I'll tell you guys. Anyways, I was on the phone with my ex-boyfriend last night and it really does a nothing for me every time I speak to him. So it's kind of like, okay, wait, why are you wasting your time? But sometimes I'm like, I just want the comfort of it all. And I don't really talk to him often. Just anytime I update you guys on the podcast, that's like the last time I talked to him. But I was thinking, because like I've been celibate, not even celibate. I have not been cracked in over like a year and a half plus 1,000%. And I'm sorry, I don't know why I had to throw the 1,000% in there. And like, even the last time I was touched by a man sexually, it wasn't good, so I don't like to count that. So if I'm not counting that one, then it's been, oh my God, May of 2023. It's May of, oh, wait. No, I'm sorry. It's, okay, I don't count that one. October 2023. October 2023. Okay. And then before that, May 2023. I didn't like either of them. But it's like, I did have really great sex with my ex-boyfriend, which like I low-key looking back, I'm like, oh my God, I wish I like never dated you and just like kept you as like a fuck buddy to like fuck around with kind of thing, because I think we would have just served each other better in that sense. And so it sometimes gets in your head where it's like, oh my God, I would love to be like absolutely annihilated right now. And so then you think about your ex-boyfriend, whatever, you do those whole things. And then every time I'm on the phone with him, though, I'm like, yeah, like you piss me off. Like I can't even imagine, like I can't even remember like why I dated you. And I tell him that I'm always like, every time I speak to you, it's like, it's just not hitting the way I thought it would hit. And it is also like, yeah, I could sit there and I could fuck my ex-boyfriend, whatever, and I'd get like a good fucking or like anything like that. But I'm like, it's genuinely not worth it. Like the man would want to sit and have conversations after. The man would think we're back together. And also I'm just like, ugh, like you kind of disgust me. Like you remind me of a version of myself that I'm not that fond of. And like, I don't want to do that. So, but, and it just is like, I was listening to a podcast yesterday too, and the girl was like, you want to be with somebody who you can trust your heart with. And I was like, that's so true. Where it's like the next person I sleep with, I want to be like, okay, like I trust you with like my heart. Like I'm not just doing this to like get fucked. Like I'm not. Like we have vibrators at the end of the day. Everybody saw my Bellesa brand deal. Like we know I'm no stranger to that. Anyways, it is just one of those things where it's like I do go often without sex. Like it's no big deal for me to go like a year plus without sex. Honestly, women are like so powerful because it like really doesn't bother me that much. But like I've never in my life heard of a man being like, yeah, I've been like this long without sex. Like I've done that, and I'm like, yeah, no, like I've never heard a man say that, and I would genuinely wife him up. Like if I heard a man that was like, yeah, I went like a year without sex, I was just focused on my career and things like that, I'd be like, wifing you up. Wifing you up. I don't know why. That's just like super impressive to me, where, cause like that's why I wasn't sleeping with people, cause I was like, oh, I don't want to fuck losers anymore. And like I want to focus on my work. I want to focus on like the things that I'm doing and like stuff like that. I've also just never been a part of the hookup culture. I've declined my invitation. I just don't think it's for me. I fear I'm insane. I fear I'm like actually crazy. Like any time that I've done like casual sex or anything like that, I'm either super mean, like super, super mean, where I'm like, all right, get the fuck out of my house. And it's like, oh my God, like you don't have to be rude. Or it's like the opposite. I'm like, no, normally if it's just like casual sex, I'm like, yeah, get out of my house. Like, what are you doing here? And then it's like, if not, it's like, we're literally in love. Like, it's either like, I'm like, get the fuck out of my house. What are you doing here? Or I'm like, I think you're going to be my husband in a couple months. And he's like, absolutely. Like, I can't wait to propose. And then obviously it like blows up and crashes. But for me, there's like no in between. And I don't like the version of myself who I am when I'm like just having casual sex and I'm like disgusted by his presence. It's like, okay, this isn't necessary. Like I just rather wouldn't be touched. And like, I don't need to be being mean to like not random men, but like the men I talk to. And then I'm like, I'm acting as if like, I'm acting like the men that I hate. You know what I mean? Like if a man, because like I remember this one guy that was like, Livi, like, what are we? I was like, we have never been anything. We will never be anything. We will. And I'm like, if a man said that to me and I like liked him and I asked him what we were, like I would be really upset. And so then I was like, okay, like I just have to take off casual sex off the table or else I just become like a bitch. And I'm just like, it's just not for me. But yeah, so I just didn't feel like going backwards and like fucking my ex and like doing that whole thing and then being like, what was the reason? Like, what was the reason I did that? And so, yeah, dating for me is just like, no one's really tickling my fancy. No one's really doing anything for me. I'm just kind of like, ugh. Okay, wait, this is a new segment I want to start called Insightful Conversations I Had with My Friends. So these are just conversations I had with my friends that I think, that like left a mark on me and I think would like just be good conversations that like we have together. So like the first one being my one friend I'm like, I hope my friends are fine with this. She's seeing this guy, she really likes him, but they're not like dating yet. They're just like seeing each other. And she's like, I feel like I have to go on other dates because I don't want to put all my eggs in one basket. And I was like, you can not put all your eggs in one basket and not have to go on like a million different dates. Like I'm a very big believer in that because normally when I date, I don't date multiple people at once. I don't have the bandwidth to do so. I'm just like, I will literally call you all the same name and like I'll be like, I don't have that. I don't have enough energy and I don't have enough time to date multiple people at once. I genuinely don't. And So I was like, but you don't have to date other people to not put all your eggs in one basket. What are things that you've been putting off that like you really want to do? Whether that be like, for me, it's like, oh, like a pottery class or like an acting class or like things like that. Like things that I can do with my time that aren't dating, but I'm also pouring back into myself, and I'm not like putting all my eggs in one basket. If anything, I'm like just growing more within myself, and like what happens between this man happens between this man, like me and this man, like that's fine. But I was like, I feel like we fall under the trap a lot of times of like, oh my God, like I have to be dating multiple men at once. And it's like, you don't. So you don't like catch just specific feelings for just one. And I'm like, actually, you don't have to do that at all. If anything, catch the feelings for the one, like really like the one and see where it goes, and like have open and honest conversations about that. And like, cause for me, I don't like going on dates to begin with. I find with men that I know I'll probably hate. Like, so I'm like, I'm not going to go out of my way to date people just because I really like somebody else and I feel like I should have all my eggs in different baskets. Instead, I'm going to put my eggs, the eggs is a lot. I'm like, I'm going to take the motherfucking eggs and I'm going to put them in baskets for myself that I've been wanting to fill up. And so it's like, that is what I believe in more than like dating multiple people. Because if you're like me, like I don't like dating multiple people, but I also don't like hyper fixating on one person. So it's like, okay, instead of like just dating so many different people, I'm just going to, and like going on dates that like genuinely mean nothing and are like low key a waste of my time. Because at the end of the day, time is like the best thing that, like, your time is priceless. Your time is your energy. Your time is absolutely everything to you. So it's like, instead, I'm going to do with that time, I'm going to put into myself. I'm going to like pour back into myself of things that like I've just been putting off, and like things I want to try, whether that be like a new workout class, whether that be like a coffee shop, or not like a coffee shop, but like I said, like pottery, things like that. I really want to get into pottery and like just being craftsy again. And just, I don't know. Also, I love the idea of doing hobbies that I used to do as a child growing up, but doing them more in my adult life. So like I want to get back into those things. And yeah, so that's one conversation I had with my friend where it's like, you don't need to put your eggs in like 75 men's different baskets. If anything, that seems exhausting. Like there's actually nothing that seems worse to me than being like, oh my God, I have to date multiple men because I like one. Oh, fuck no. At that point, I would just get rid of all of you. Like I don't ever want there to be that's how I don't understand how people cheat. I'm like, how did you find another man that you could tolerate? Like that, I just don't get it. I'm like, how did you find another man that you could tolerate? Because that, oh my God, like my future husband never has to worry about me cheating. No, he doesn't. But like, because I can't imagine finding two men that I tolerate. I can't imagine two men that don't piss me the fuck off. I can't imagine two men where I'm like, I actually want to give you both my energy. I want to give you both my time. That, girls, if you've ever cheated before, let me know how you do. No, but like, genuinely, I'm like, I have not met a man, let alone two men, that I want to give my energy to. I want to give a lot of my time to. Absolutely the fuck not. Okay. Next conversation I had with a friend is she really likes a guy. Well, they're literally dating. She like loves this man, but she's like, I could never see him being the father to my children or like my husband. And like, I feel as if I'm at the age in dating where like, the people I date next I'm dating for like my babies in the future. Like I think this is because I had such a horrible childhood growing up, and like I didn't have a father and he was like a horrible person. But like I will not marry a man or like date a man that I don't think would be a good father. I mean, I would never marry a man that I didn't think would be a good father. Not even just father, but like a good husband as well. Like an amazing husband. I just see what it can do to children, and I can see the toll that it takes, and like I know firsthand what it's like to have a horrible childhood. Like I will do anything to protect my future babies from that. Like I'm just not going to do that. So like if I'm dating a man and I'm like, you're great, I have so much fun with you, I like you so much, but like you wouldn't be a good dad or like you wouldn't be a good husband to me, I will let that man go. And I think that wasn't a thing anybody was doing back when my mother was like having babies and stuff like that and getting married, because I don't know, I feel like my dad displayed all the signs that he needed to of like, hey, probably don't marry him. And my mom was like, fuck it, we ball. You know what I mean? And it was like, you know what? And that was a mistake that she had to learn in like her life lessons. But it's definitely taught me that like I'm dating for not only myself and like whoever my future husband's going to be and how he's going to treat me, but I'm also dating for those babies and like the babies I decide to have in the future and like everything like that. Like a man could be perfect for me, but he won't be a good father. And I would be like, I have to go, because I'm not going to put my children through a childhood that like I was put through. Like, we're just simply not going to do that. I'm not going to put my babies in a survival household. I'm not going to put my babies in an abusive household. I'm not going to put my babies in a household with a father that isn't emotionally mature, or a man that just isn't capable of being a dad. I'm not going to do that just because I love him. Like, just because he really, like, we love each other so much, because you could be like, I could love you so much, but you just don't have it in you to be a good father. You're not worth it to me. Like, you're genuinely just not. And like, even not even father, but like a good husband. Like, we could have so much fun dating. I could love you dearly. I could love you deeply. But you could also not be a great contender for like a husband. And like, I'm also not willing to sacrifice that either. Like, the person I marry, it will be like a teammate. That person will be like my not even like my, that person will be my best friend. And that person, like, there will be precautions that I put into place, not to get like so deep, but to the fact that like I know for a fact my babies will not struggle. Like, money put aside from my account specifically for my children, not even thinking about a husband or relying on that, but like, I will not let my kids struggle. I won't let my sister's kids struggle either, like my nieces and nephews. Like, I will not allow that. Like, I'm breaking that generational curse like right in its fucking tracks. And like, my sister's babies will be also taken care of by me. Like, I've always planned on doing that. So like, I need those brand deals. No, but like, I just don't, there's no world that we're going to be repeating this cycle. Like, I don't care. And I will sacrifice anything to have, I would sacrifice my own love and my own like things like that to have my babies have like a safe life. And if not, then I won't have them. Like, I just won't. I'm not bringing children into this world that's going to be in a toxic environment, or it's just not going to be a healthy environment, because I know what that's like. And like and it's like exhausting. Like, it's like, okay, you brought me into this world and now I have to fight my way through it. I have to be on the fucking struggle bus for years. Like, I don't want my babies to have to deal with that. And just, I think that's something everyone should keep in mind while they're dating, that you're not just picking a husband for you, but you're picking a father for your future children. And if you don't see that man being a good father, like, let that man go. Like, if anything, like, let that man fucking go. But those are just conversations I had with my friends this week. I was like, maybe you guys will like them. I don't know. Let me know if we like that segment. I do kind of like that segment because I do love having like deep conversations with my friends. And like, you guys are also my friends. So I'm like, we might as well just like discuss it and talk about it and like, let's deep dive on it. Like, why not? But that is it for this week's episode. I love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure to comment if you're on YouTube. Make sure to... Oh my God, there it goes again. That brain, just forgetting every little fucking thing. Oh, make sure to rate it 5 stars, whatever platform you're listening to. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Have a great day, night, evening, whenever the fuck you're listening to this. Love you. Bye.